Most people don't realize it, but every time they spend money, they're making a choice far bigger than just the item in front of them. You're not just buying shoes, you're not just getting a new phone. You're buying time or losing it. You're buying stress or peace. You're either getting closer to freedom or trading it away without even noticing. We grow up in a system that teaches us to spend. From a young age, we're shown that success looks like having more. More clothes, more gadgets, more upgrades. But what if I told you that real wealth, real success, looks like having less, but needing less too? That's the key. Wealth isn't about the number of things you own. It's about the freedom those things either give you or take away. And the truth is, most of us are unknowingly spending away the very thing we want most, control over our lives. So let's talk about it, because once you see it this way, it's hard to go back. Number one, it starts small, but it adds up. You walk into a store for one thing, maybe toothpaste, but suddenly a pair of wireless earbuds is calling your name. You've been working hard, you deserve it, so you buy it. Later that week, you're scrolling through Instagram and see someone post a new smartwatch. You check the price, not terrible. So you click buy now. None of these purchases seem dangerous. You can afford them. They're not wrecking your finances immediately, but here's the catch. These little purchases come with a cost no one talks about. They cost you time. Every dollar you spend is time you work to earn and time you'll now have to work again to replace. If you bought that smartwatch for $200 and you make $20 an hour, that's 10 hours of your life you just traded. That's a full workday and more gone for something you didn't actually need. Now multiply that by every unnecessary thing you've bought in the last 6 months. That's weeks, sometimes months of your life you can never get back. That's how freedom slips away. And it doesn't stop there. Those purchases can create habits. Once you normalize casual spending, it becomes a lifestyle. You stop noticing the leak, but it's still there, slowly draining your options. Number two, the illusion of success. We often buy things to look like we're doing well. A new car when the old one was fine, a wardrobe overhaul for a job we just started, designer items to match a lifestyle we're still building. But here's the twist. Most of those people who look rich, they're not free. They're in debt. They're stressed. They can't stop working even for a week without falling behind. And what's worse, they feel like they can't slow down. Because once you've built a life that's expensive to maintain, you have to keep running to keep it from falling apart. That's not wealth. That's a trap. True wealth is quiet. It's someone driving a 10-year-old car with no loan. Someone who lives in a home that's fully paid off. Someone who can take a break, switch careers, or even quit a job because they have options, because they bought freedom instead of things. And that type of freedom, it doesn't come from luck. It comes from discipline, from patience, and from choosing peace over appearances again and again. Number three, buying freedom looks different. So what does it actually mean to buy freedom? It means putting your money into things that reduce your future stress, not add to it. It means paying off debt instead of upgrading your phone. It means investing in a skill instead of splurging on the latest fashion trend. It means building a cushion so you're not living paycheck to paycheck, dreading every unexpected bill. It also means learning to enjoy the slower, quieter rewards of delayed gratification. Cooking at home not just because it's cheaper, but because it gives you control. Saying no to a subscription not because you're broke, but because your goals matter more than another streaming platform. Freedom is walking into a store and knowing you could buy something, but choosing not to because you'd rather own your time. And that mindset shift, it's powerful. Because suddenly you're not chasing sales, you're chasing peace. You're not buying status, you're buying choices. Number four, why it's so hard to see. We live in a culture that rewards consumption. Every platform you scroll, every commercial you hear, every influencer you follow, they're selling you the idea that spending is the answer. Bad day? Buy something. Bored? Buy something. Celebrating? You guessed it. Buy something. But freedom doesn't scream for attention. It's quiet. It looks like staying in instead of dining out. It looks like using your old phone a little longer. It looks like skipping the Black Friday deals because you realize nothing in that cart is actually solving anything in your life. And because it's quiet, it's easy to overlook. But that's what makes it powerful. When you get used to the quiet wins, your priorities shift. You start craving calm over chaos, simplicity over excess, freedom over hype. Number five, the real flex, saying no. Imagine this. You walk into a store, you see the thing you want, and you say, I could buy this, but I won't. Not because you're broke, but because you have bigger plans. You're building freedom. That's discipline. And in a world where everyone's spending recklessly, that's rare. You're not denying yourself joy, you're protecting it, because the short-term hit of dopamine from shopping fades. But the long-term joy of waking up without financial stress, that sticks. Saying no today means saying yes tomorrow. Yes to a career break. Yes to helping a family member. Yes to quitting a toxic job. Yes to taking time for yourself without panicking about money. That's a real flex. And the more you practice it, the stronger it gets. Number 6. Freedom isn't just financial. This idea goes beyond money. When you stop buying things you don't need, you make space. Mentally, emotionally, even physically. Less stuff means less clutter. Fewer commitments mean more peace. More savings mean more confidence. You start living with intention. You stop reacting to life and start choosing your path. And slowly, things start shifting. You become someone who isn't easily impressed by flashy things. Someone who doesn't need to prove anything. Someone who lives with purpose and peace. That's not just financial freedom. That's life freedom. Here's a little secret. Many wealthy people don't look rich. They don't flash their money because they don't need to. They've already bought what matters most, their freedom. They use money to remove stress, not create it. They live below their means so they don't feel trapped by them. They focus on assets, not aesthetics. They'd rather have a quiet life than a loud image. And that's the mindset that keeps them free, mentally, emotionally, and financially. When you study them, you see a pattern. The goal is not to earn more to spend more. The goal is to earn more to need less. That's how you build wealth that actually lasts. That's how you buy a life. How you can start today. If you're ready to stop buying things and start buying freedom, you don't need a perfect plan. Just start with awareness. Next time you want to buy something, pause. Ask yourself, do I need this? Is this adding value to my life? Is this moving me closer to freedom or further away? Then start small. Cancel one subscription. Cook at home one more night a week. Walk past one impulse buy. Then take that money and do something better with it. Pay down debt. Build an emergency fund. Start a small investment. Buy back some peace of mind. Each small decision builds momentum. Over time, you begin to live differently. You stop chasing freedom and start owning it. At the end of the day, life isn't about how much stuff you can collect. It's about how free you feel. Can you wake up and do what you want? Can you breathe without worrying about bills? Can you take a break without your world falling apart? That's freedom. It's the ability to walk away from something that no longer serves you. It's having the space to think, to rest, to create, without the constant pressure of catching up. It's knowing you can say no to a toxic job or yes to a new opportunity. Not because you're lucky, but because you prepared for it. Freedom is the quiet confidence of knowing you're in control. Not your boss, not your bills, not your social media feed. It's living life on your own terms, not through the lens of what others expect of you. And while it might not look as glamorous on Instagram, it feels better in real life. No one may notice the decisions you're making. No one may clap when you skip the upgrade or say no to the trend. But you'll feel it in your peace of mind, in your ability to choose, in the lightness that comes from not being owned by your things. So the next time you're tempted to spend just to feel something, pause. Ask yourself, am I buying comfort or am I buying a cage? Am I owning this thing or is it slowly starting to own me? Because you're not just buying a product. You're buying time, energy, options, peace. And the richest version of you? That version isn't loud. It's intentional. It's free. Spend wisely.